Hi everyone, Charles Van Medeva here again with another episode of Real Estate Sizzle Talk, and I'm here today with two special guests, Raj Sharma from Legacy Homes Realty.
Yes.
Welcome. And Jeff Rose from Golden Realty.
Thank you.
Murrieta, welcome.
Thank
and
you.
A hot topic today, which is how to prepare for the appraiser's visit. Let me run this scenario by you. So you're in contract, your seller's in contract, your buyer's in contract, the loan's approved, they've made commitments, they're planning on moving, relocating, the U-Haul's ready, apartment notice has been given in, appraisal comes in low and potentially kills the deal.
Right.
What are you doing, Raj, to minimize the chances of that happening?
Well, Charles, the appraisal do come in low time to time, so in order for us to avoid that happening while everybody's in transaction ready to move out and call it a deal and close it, as a listing agent, what I do is I meet up with the appraiser at the property. Instead of providing the access code, if it's a vacant property, to the appraiser, I think face-to-face interaction with the appraiser is important. That way I can tell them the upgrades that are in the house. The comps are something that is most recent sold homes in the neighborhood within the last 90 days. That's what appraiser is looking for. So that helps the appraiser, if they're out of area appraiser, to understand how we as a listing agent came up to that value.
Basically justifying your thought pattern, how you
Yes.
arrived at that price.
Yes.
Correct.
That's good. So you're preparing kind of like a packet
Yes.
of information to give the appraiser.
Right.
And you're going to meet him or her at the property.
That's right.
Very good. How about
Correct.
you, Jeff? Anything else that you would do to prepare for the appraiser's visit to kind of minimize the chance of the value coming in low?
Yes, I think like what Raj mentioned about having the comps ready for the appraiser will help greatly. I like to have the seller make a list of all the upgrades that are in the home and provide that list to the appraiser so that they could see what value they can add with certain upgrades. Sometimes you may have an upgrade that the appraiser may not see. I had a listing where they had security window tinting, and if it wasn't for us making a note of that to the appraiser, he may not know. He wouldn't have seen that and wouldn't have been able to give it any value.
That's good.
Yes.
How important is it to build rapport with that appraiser? I mean, at the end of the day, they hold a lot of power to potentially kill your
Right.
deal and eat your commission up and create a lot of havoc for sellers and buyers and lenders.
Right.
How do you build? Do you try to build rapport with the appraiser when he or she's at the home? What goes on?
I think it's natural to build a rapport with an appraiser. It's important to let them know about the property and then get to know each other. I'm not trying to be their lifetime friend or anything. It's just at the same time that rapport, that interaction that we're having goes a long way. So I kind of like to build a rapport, let them know about the house a little bit more, about me and about the seller. That way when they are determining their value, they put all that in the perspective.
Good deal. Are you
Yes.
following them around the house from room to room when they're there?
No,
Or-
not necessarily following them around the house, just basically providing those comps list of upgrades. One thing that helps greatly is if you already have the water heater strapped, smoke detectors in the rooms, that will avoid that appraiser having to go back to the property. So obviously,
And for the audience, if I may interject, why is that important? Isn't that a state law? The
Yes.
water heater to be double strapped?
correct. Water heater has to be double strapped, and smoke detectors need to be in all sleeping areas, basically. And so, obviously, the appraiser's time's valuable. He's not going to want to have to come back out to the property, and if he does, he's going to charge possibly around $150 for having to make a return trip to check that you put a smoke detector in or a carbon monoxide detector, which you have to have one on each level of the home.
That's great. Good deal. Anything else, Raj, that you think that's important for the audience to know, and how you guys as agents prepare for the appraiser's visit? He talked a little bit about the condition of the property.
Right.
We've talked about the value of the property, which are two different
Right.
things, but both super important. What else do you think is relevant that people should know about how to prepare for the appraiser's visit?
Just having the house ready is important, Charles. I mean, appraiser at the end of the day looks at the property condition. It's clean or not. Clean does make a factor into the value
Really?
in mine too, because appraiser's looking at, how the things are flowing in the house. The floor plan, obviously they're looking at the square footage of it, but at the same time, if the house is looking like a model, they're impressed.
Psychological effects.
Just the mindset there. They're impressed. They walk in and they're saying, "Wow, this seller deserves every penny that is on this list price here."
Good deal.
Yeah,
What
I
was you
think
after
that
that?
Raj said it very well on that. As far as you want to have the home, everything has to be functioning. You want to have the home in tip-top shape as much as possible. And you wouldn't want to have broken windows. You wouldn't want to have anything that can look like the home's in disrepair, if possible. A lot of these buyers will be possibly getting FHA or VA loans, so the home has to be habitable and have everything functioning.
And utilities have to be turned on for FHA.
Correct.
Correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
sometimes the appraisers will even need to take photos of the burners on, water running. If you got a pool, you have to have the pool pump and equipment functioning. So if they go out there and they see a green pool filled with mosquitoes, you're going to have that called out. Right. And then there you have another visit from the appraiser to check that you corrected something. And that could be an additional charge for the buyer or even for us as agents.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Good information, guys. Thank you so much. If someone wants to get a hold of you to, represent them in buying or selling a home, how do they get a hold of you, Raj?
I'm with Legacy Homes Realty. They can reach me direct on my cell phone, area code 951-314-4251.
And I'm with Golden Realty in Marietta, and you can reach me on my cell phone directly, 951-757-1813.
Sellers, if you're looking to sell your house, especially, hey, make sure that appraiser has a good experience and minimize the chances of the drama of a low appraisal. Get a hold of one of these guys. They'll help you. I'm Charles Hamadiva. You've watched another episode of Real Estate Sizzle Talk, and we'll see you on the next one.